Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Honeika. If you're coming for the first time, welcome. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Now, if you already subscribed, remember to click the notification bell and select the option all so you will never miss a upload. Alright, so let's get into the video today. Now guys, today we're gonna talk about favor. Yes, we're gonna talk about favor today. And you know, the greatest favors comes from God. Yes, I'm pulling my hair out, so I pulled the twist, so that's why it looks so woohoo. Yes guys, so today we're gonna talk about favor. Now, sometimes we do make mistakes with the favor from God with other favors. Say for example, you want something to get done, you pray about it, you talk about it, and you know, errors are all around. So have you ever seen or been in a situation where you said, God, I want this, and I want it to work out like this, work it out in my favor. But not everything that you ask God for, He does it right away. Because not everything that you ask God for, you should have. If it's not in His will, it's not going to be yours. And then sometimes you see things come so quick and so fast and so easily. And then you don't struggle, nothing. Sister, it's not from God. Okay, I think I talked about this before. Well, I was looking for a job. I've been searching for a while, and this opportunity came about. I went at it. I did ask for specific things in a job, and I went after it. But as soon as things were coming through, I didn't even get the letdown. I didn't even say, oh no, we're not going to use you. No. The person that got that space was passing by, and it was like, God, really? But then I looked back and I said, you know what? Let your will be done. You know what you're doing. I'm not fighting. Because trust me, I was back and forth with him. If somebody was passing my apartment, they would think that, oh, she's going crazy. But listen, favor. And sometimes the first thing pop up that looks like what we asked for, we grab it. And then this thing is not from God. So we need to discern. We need to ask God for the spirit of discernment. Yes, and we need to focus as well on that gift. Because some get the gift of discernment and they don't even know what to do at times. Because the first time I saw something, I was confused. I did not know what to do. I didn't know that it was God was telling me something. Trust me. And when I went to the person, I tell them, I didn't go to the person directly, I went to the closest person to them, and it's like our chaos. But then like a month later, it was confirmed that what I said was 100%. All I could have done at the time is worship and tell God thanks, because trust me, it reached to a point that as every time I see the person, I feel broken. Every time I see somebody from the member of that family, I felt broken. But we need to remember that any favor that comes from God, yes, you're gonna struggle, but when God give you that favor, you will know, because when it comes to you, it will not go. Anything God give you, don't leave you. It probably you disown it, or you put it aside. But anything that comes from God in your name, is God do not take it back. He takes back nothing. So you see, when you realize that the favor and all those blessings is God given, guys, just hold on, worship and praise. Because sometimes when things come to you and you said, oh, thank you, Jesus, it's God, and you're worshiping God and you're praising him, and these things are not from him. It's not the favor from God. Because as I said before, they are listening ears. All about. They listen to your conversation. They try to run ahead of God to get these things done. And it comes so easy. The thing is, whatever God has for you does not come easy. But when it comes, people, it stays. The things that are not of God, when it comes easy, and after you get it, you struggle, you have all kind of problem, all kind of situation arise. So you know that is not the favor from God. Guys, I can tell you this from experience. I have owned what I have owned. And after I owned what I have owned, it's like a peer problem. Peer problem. So guess what? I'm learning to take a different route. I'm learning to wait. I am not there 100%. I'm still working on it. And God is still working on me. So that I know when he grants me all those favor and the blessing. Because right now, I know that there is some blessings and favor coming. Because some stumbling block just pull up themselves. And when them pull up themselves and get there, is like a wrestle. But yeah, all of them stumbling block got to go. Guys, we need to trust God. Trust his process. And as I said last week, or is it the week before, purpose cannot die. Purpose will not die. If you are here for a purpose, and God have a purpose for you, it no matter how long. Sometimes we think it take too long, but my time is not God's time. And whenever he decides to bless you, you are well blessed. Right now, me no say me blessed, because no human can pull certain strings. No care how you're high and mighty and you have it all, there are certain strings that you cannot pull. So yes, when God pull him strings them and him grant you all of them favor there, people, believe me, it's an awesome feeling when God Almighty grants you favor. And when he grants you favor, you will know that it is from God. Because when God gives you something, put it in your hand, lay it in your hand, lay it for your heart, him not give you no problem with it. Because him give that to you. But you see, if that thing is not from God, you see, as soon as it comes in your hand, it'll be a problem. Be a struggle, be a fight. All who are your best friend and your closest family member start to war for you. So then you realize, let it go. I let go of a lot of things. And at the time, I didn't realize it wasn't God. But I let go. And it took years to say, God, you did I go out with them something there? But right now, I'm kind of up to speed. Yes, I'm working on that. I'm just trying not to hold back where God is concerned. People of God, if you want the real favor from God, the real favor, the favor will come from God, the strength will come from God, the blessings will come from God, you need to do what he requires of you. Nothing don't come easy. Nothing not come easy. Nothing that belongs to you comes easy. Nothing that God has for you comes easy. But let me tell you, when it comes and God say, here my daughter, here my son, nobody can take it from you. Nobody can pluck it out of your hand. Nobody can draw it from you. Because guess what? It's a God-given blessing and it's a God-given favor. So all who want to run front of God and try to throw things at people, well, not try to throw it at me because it not work. It not gonna work. Whatever you do and it's not of God, nobody come. Because I'm not gonna agree with you. I am not going to agree with you. So if you think that it gonna come, and then in these days what I learned is that whatever I am going to do or thinking of doing, may ask God about it. I go to God with it. I may not go to him with a long lengthy prayer for hours and hours. No, it don't always have to be like that. But you go to him. Just as I'm speaking in this camera right now, I will be sit down, I will be like, God, you know, me go to the store today. And me feel like I just want to cook today. How much time? Oh, I feel like I'm straying from the point. But how many times you are in your house and you said, okay, today I'm going to clean, today I'm going to cook stew peas, and at the end of the day, it was a whole entire different schedule. So the stew peas that we were going to cook turn into curry chicken and dumpling or something, turn into cabbage and corned beef and something. So what I start doing these days, I used to take the meat out, put it in the bottom of the fridge, and when it thaw out, you're forced to cook that meat. But when you're sitting down and you said, like yesterday I sat down and I was like, oh, I'm going to cook soup today, and I go in the fridge right away in the afternoon, right away, and I start take out my yam and everything to cook the soup. When it come down to the end, I have no noodles. People, I had to run to the store and run back, got my noodles, and I tell you that soup was heavenly. Because that is what I was supposed to cook yesterday. Sunday, normally on Sundays, 11, 12 o'clock, me don't cook dinner. If I'm eating breakfast, while I'm making breakfast, I'm cooking the dinner. So I'll be eating and I'll be multitasking. I have something on the fire and I sat down and I have whatever I'm eating. That's if I'm eating that early on a Sunday. But different from that, the favor of God, when the favor of God is upon you, you gotta know what you're doing. Be careful, because they are ears that will hear and will go ahead of what you ask for and use it to pretend as if it's the favor from God. But he will let you know, because anything that comes from God is not ripped from you. Anything where you get and you see it ripped from you, I never got it. Because not where God gave, not take back. He takes back nothing. Anything where you give, where you feel like say, I know him, no. So the favor of God, walking in favor, walking in blessing. Sometimes we fail to do what we ought to do for God to do what he wants to do for us. But we ought to remember that he's God Almighty. He knows our heart, he knows our mind, he knows our every move before we even make it. So we know we need to change up our attitude, change up, just work on the self, work on the inner man. Get self out of the way and just remember that God is God and he always will be God. So whatever he gives you, whatever favor he grants you, he will not take it back. But let's do the right thing. Look into ourselves, ask him to clean us up, wash us up, and get into that mindset. Yes. Resurrect our gifts. Ask God for strength, courage, energy. Because the strength and the courage, me not just want a little bit of strength and courage the way people that say, oh, I've courage, man, I've strength. I want the strength that comes from God. I want the courage to come from him. Because if there wasn't any strength and any courage in me, I go across. He would not go to the cross, but he did, and we are here. So it's now our time to do what he wants, so we can have that favor, that heavenly favor. So this has come to the end of my video, guys. I think I say the timing that I was giving myself a way past that time, but the favor of God is upon us. So we need to walk in our favor. Mighty God. We need to walk in the favor of God. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Share with a friend. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if this video inspires you, if this video motivates you. Remember, leave a thumbs up. God bless and stay blessed. You have a blessed and favored day. See you in my next video.